Good, happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Tuesday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday evening, so let's begin. First up, we're going to begin with a check of your weather. It was another hot and humid day. Heat continues across the state. The weather right now, though, is rain, 74 degrees. With a full weather forecast, let's go to meteorologist Eric Reglar with that full weather forecast. And there is a flood advisory. The National Weather Service in gray has issued a flood advisory for southeastern Merrimack County in central New Hampshire, southwestern Strafford County in central New Hampshire, and northwestern Rockingham County in southern New Hampshire until 9:30 p.m. And now let's go to that full weather forecast from meteorologist Eric Weglar.
You know Riverwoods, where active, independent adults find community, purpose, and peace of mind. Now Riverwoods is in Manchester. Find the same lifestyle right here at Riverwoods Manchester, rwmanchester.org.
Thanks for clicking on WMUR.com. I'm meteorologist Eric Weglar. The heat continues to build across the state. Have seen a decent amount of sunshine to start. Temperatures too way warm in the 70s and the 80s, but you look to the west here, and there are a cluster of showers and downpours, even thunderstorms too, that are attempting to make inroads from the west as they move towards the east. And ultimately, with the fuel in place today, both in the form of higher heat and humidity, we are expecting downpours and thunderstorms later on this evening. So today should mark the final day of the heat wave for the entire state. We are expecting, once again, more unhealthy humidity and heat itself. To that point, the National Weather Service will once again continue the heat advisory for eastern Hillsborough and western Rockingham away from the immediate coastline until 6 o'clock tonight. Main concern here is as we go into the afternoon, the feels-like temperature, so the combination of both the temperature and the relative humidity will spike into the upper 90s as we go into the second half of the day. So what that means is it's tougher to sweat, and that, of course, increases the body temperature. So when we really hit home here, the need to stay hydrated and stay cool as we go into the evening hours tonight. Clouds will build. That's the theme as we go into the afternoon. And here comes the thunderstorm and downpour threat as we go into the evening hours. Best chance for the strongest activity will be across southern New Hampshire, in and south of Concord. This will continue for several hours as we go into Wednesday morning. And the reason why downpours are so prevalent is because of the soup that's in the air that just lingers in place overnight tonight. So again, a lot of moisture in the air that fuels downpours and storms. Those will continue through the evening hours tonight. Tomorrow will feature a few more storms as we go into the afternoon, especially across central and southern New Hampshire. But it wouldn't shock me if even the northern half of the state sees a rumble of thunder or two as we go into the evening hours. Now, Thursday looks a lot nicer. We're down into the low 80s, refreshing humidity. Cools down even more on Friday. A good 20-degree minimum decrease in temperature with rain likely. It looks like much of the weekend is not terribly bright. But the good news, it's not as warm with highs only in the 70s.
Okay, and there you go on that weather forecast from meteorologist Eric Weglar. Thank you for that weather forecast, Eric. And now let's get to your news this evening. Bucket residents evacuate camp. Nearly all residents of a homeless encampment off Douglas Street had departed by Tuesday morning, the day after a tense standoff between Manchester police and activists who support the residents. ER boarding crisis reform attracts opposition. Hospital, social service, and disability rights leaders on Tuesday opposed the Sununu administration's bid to increase the time someone could wait in an emergency room to be evaluated for mental illness. Family medicine residency program comes to Keene, New Hampshire. Cheshire Medical Center announced Tuesday it is creating a family medicine residency program after closing on a $4.6 million deal for the old Peerless Insurance building. Suspects involved in road rage murder of 6-year-old due in court. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Latest on those arrests in the fatal road rage shooting of a 6-year-old boy on a California freeway. The two suspects due to be arraigned in court later today. Will Carr has the latest on the investigation. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, Robin. This case has crushed this community. We have seen so many people walk up to this memorial to honor Aiden Leos, the 6-year-old with those bright eyes and that big smile. This morning, authorities say they have his alleged killers behind bars, and they are combing through their social media pages, including an Instagram page that shows one of the suspects firing guns on multiple occasions. We're choosing not to show those videos this morning. This morning, the two suspects accused of killing 6-year-old Aiden Leos are set to appear in court. Authorities arresting 24-year-old Marcus Anthony Ariz and 23-year-old Win Lee after a 2-week manhunt.
There was indications that they were doing everything they could to hide both evidence and their identities.
Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer says authorities also now have both the gun and the car used in the alleged road rage shooting. Aiden was in his booster seat in the back of his mom's car when he was shot in the back while she was driving him to school. He died bleeding in her arms. His last words, "Mommy, my tummy hurts." He was laid to rest Monday.
My precious son had his life ripped away from him for absolutely no reason. They took his life and my heart along with it.
How helpful was the public in this case?
The public was unbelievable. The public has been just huge, and I cannot thank them enough.
And speaking of the public, there was a $500,000 reward in this case. The DA tells me that if they get a conviction, there's a number of people in this community who could be getting that money. Michael.
All right, just a senseless tragedy. Thank you so much, Will.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Good night, goodbye, everyone.